everything new. We live new. A brighter path is calling me and you. Week by week, we grow inside with wisdom as our daily guide. A new mind, a journey we will see to become the best of who we're meant to be.
Hi, welcome to the Renewed Mind Podcast, a space where clarity meets purpose and every thought becomes a step toward a better life. I'm your host, and my name is Tokunbo Akomo, and I'm glad you're here. Each episode is designed to help you pause, reflect, and realign your thinking with the values that truly matter. Through simple, meaningful insights, we explore how a renewed mindset can shape the way you live, respond, and grow. So take a moment to settle in. Let's dive into this conversation. Okay, let me paint this scenario for you. Something you've probably witnessed or lived. Something goes wrong at work. Immediately, fingers start pointing. It wasn't my fault. Nobody told me. If they had done their part, I didn't have enough time. Does that sound familiar to you? Is this something you've experienced before? Now, let's bring this closer to home. Your health is declining, but it's a genetics. Your finances are a mess, but it's the economy. Your relationships are strained, but it's their attitude. Your growth is stagnant, but it's the wrong environment. When did we become so fluent in the language of excuses and so illiterate in the language of accountability? Now, let me ask you this question directly to you. Yes, to you. If you removed every excuse from your vocabulary, every but, every because of them, every I couldn't help it, what will be left? Yes, what will be left? What if the reason your life looks the way it does is not because of what happened to you, but because of what you refuse to take responsibility for? What if the single most powerful shift you could make today isn't learning something new, finding a new opportunity, or meeting the right person, but simply looking in the mirror and saying, this is my life, these are my results, and I am fully, completely, unapologetically responsible? That word, that terrifying, liberating, life-altering word is called ownership. And that's what we'll be looking at today. And today I need to ask you, what are you still refusing to own? Look into your life and check, what are you still refusing to own? Now let me help you with some definitions of ownership and see how much we can apply this even in this week. At its simplest, ownership means something belongs to you and you are responsible for it. That word, responsible for it. But today, I'm not talking about owning property or possessions. I'm talking about something far more valuable. Owning your life, your actions, your attitudes, your mistakes, your growth, and your outcomes. Yes, that's what we are talking about today. Ownership is the radical decision to say, I may not have caused everything that happened to me, but I am responsible for how I respond to it. I am responsible for what I do from here. Do you get that? You're not pushing the blame to anyone. See, this is the critical difference between excuses and accountability. See, I'm going to point this out to you, the major difference. Excuses says, it's not my fault. I'm a victim of my circumstances. Accountability says, regardless of whose fault it is, it's my responsibility to move forward. Do you get? Like from right now, it's now my responsibility to move forward. Excuses feel comforting in the moment. They protect your ego, but they quietly rob you of your power. Every time you blame someone else, you are essentially saying, they control my life, not me. But you know one thing about ownership? Ownership reclaims that power. It says, no person, no past, and no problem gets to write my story without my permission. Yes, because you own your life. And now you are taking full ownership of it. Now, let me paint this picture for you. Let me paint a quick picture of a cracked windshield. Now, you're driving down the road and a small stone flies up and hits your windshield. Tick, a tiny crack appears. Now, you didn't throw that stone up. It's not your fault. Completely outside your control. But here's the thing. It's still your windshield. Yes, because it's part of your car. Now you have two options. Option one, ignore it and just say to yourself, I didn't cause it. It's not fair. I will deal with it later. But what happens? Days pass. The crack spreads. What would have cost a simple repair now cost a full replacement. The second option would have been own it. I didn't cause this, but it's my windshield, my car, my safety. I'm fixing this today. Small repair, problem solved. That windshield is your life. You didn't cause every crack. Some were thrown at you by family, circumstances, friends, other people's choices, but it's still your windshield. It's still your life. And every day you refuse to own the repair, that crack spreads into your health, your relationship, your finances, your peace. You didn't cause it, fine, but you are the only one who can fix it. That's ownership. That's ownership. That's ownership. Meaning you take responsibility of your life going forward. You can't do anything about the past, but you can do something about it going forward. There are some commonly confused words that are used with ownership. For instance, ownership and blame. Blame is backward looking. It asks, whose fault is this? Whose fault is this? Ownership is forward looking. It asks, what am I going to do about this? Blame keeps you stuck in the past. Ownership moves you into the future. You can spend your whole life correctly identifying who is to blame and still never grow. Ownership doesn't care about who started the fire. It grabs its extinguisher. Do you get? All it does is to take control, is to take ownership of the issue. Now, ownership and control. Control tries to manage everything, people, outcomes, circumstances. It's exhausting and impossible. Ownership focuses on only what's within your power, your attitude, your efforts, and your response. See, you cannot control what others do, but you can own how you show up regardless. So you get that? Why you can't control what others do, you can own how you show up regardless. The other word is ownership and guilt. Guilt says, I'm a terrible person because I messed up. Ownership says, I made a mistake, I acknowledge it, I learn, then I move forward. See, guilt will paralyze you. Ownership empowers you. You're not created, you're not meant to be in the cosmos to carry guilt endlessly. It is for you to own your actions, repent, and walk in freedom. That's the beauty of ownership. The next word is ownership and independence. Ownership and independence. Independence says, I don't need anyone. Ownership says, I take responsibility for my part while honoring the people around me. Do you get that? I take responsibility for my part, what I've done, while I honor the people around me. Ownership isn't isolation, it's maturity. It's saying I need help and I'm responsible for action for it. I can't do this alone, and I am responsible for building the right team. That's ownership for you. And there are 5 steps you can take that would help you mature fully into the space of ownership. Number 1 of it, which is a very critical one, is audit your excuses. Audit your excuses. For 1 week, pay attention to every excuse that comes out of your mouth or crosses your mind. Write them down. You'll be shocked at how many they are. Awareness breaks the pattern. That's the job of awareness. It will help you know. And once you know, you can work towards it. The second step is ask the ownership question daily. Every morning, ask yourself, what is one thing in my life that I've been avoiding responsibility for? Then face it, not tomorrow, today. The next step is replace that word because of them with what can I do? Every time you catch yourself blaming someone or something, just redirect. Okay, but what can I do about it right now? This single shift changes your posture from helpless to empowered. Just redirect. The next step is apologize without buts. When you are wrong, say, I'm sorry I was wrong. Full stop. No but, you also, no justification. Clean ownership. This is rare and it is powerful. It is rare in our days now, but it is powerful. Own. Apologize without any but. The next step is create an accountability system. Find someone you trust, a mentor, friend, or spouse, and give them permission to speak honestly into your life. Ownership thrives in community, not isolation. In community, not isolation. The next step is celebrate ownership in others. When others around you take responsibility, acknowledge it, praise it, create a culture of ownership in your home, your workplace, your relationships. What you celebrate, you replicate. What you celebrate, you replicate. And the moment you accept responsibility for everything in your life, that is the moment you gain the power to change anything in your life. The moment you accept responsibility for everything in your life, that is the moment you gain the power to change anything in your life. And that's true. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. You know what you need to do is take ownership of your life. Don't give that power to anyone else. Take ownership of your life. See, the price of greatness is responsibility. Any great person you see, they are responsible for what they do. And the price for greatness is responsibility. If it is to be, it is up to me. So this week, in your place of work, take ownership. In your relationship, take ownership. At school, take ownership. With your spouse, take ownership. Take ownership. Don't put the blame on others always. When you are at fault at something, apologize genuinely and move forward. You can't do anything about the past, but you can do something about what is to come. So here's my challenge for you today, this week. Identify one area of your life where you have been making excuses. I want you to identify it. Take your time to identify it and take full ownership of it this week. Do you get that? Take full ownership. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's a relationship you've neglected. Maybe it's a conversation you have been avoiding. Maybe it's a habit you keep justifying. Name it, own it, and act on it. Name it, own it, and act on it. Because the moment you stop saying it's not my fault and start saying it's my responsibility, everything changes. That moment, everything changes. So at work, in school, with your friends, with your partner, I want you to take full responsibility of things that you do. Take full ownership of it. Be responsible for your actions, and you're on your way to the better you. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Renewed Mind podcast. I hope today's episode gave you something meaningful to carry into your week. Remember, renewal starts in the mind, with the thoughts you choose and the perspective you embrace. If you found value in today's episode, be sure to follow the podcast and share it with someone who needs it too. But before we wrap up this episode, I want you to say these words with me, and I want you to say it with all determination in you, that my mind is renewed, my steps are aligned, my life is changing, and I become better. Until the next time when I come your way, remember that it's about thinking new and living new. Thank you, and have a good week.
Start your Monday with a rising flame, a clearer vision, a higher aim. On every platform, hear the call to stand up stronger after every fall. Renewed mind, we think new, we live new, together finding all that's true. A year of growth, a steady climb, a better life.